Hello and welcome back to day 9 of this 11-part abundance series, or 11 days to abundance series. If you're just tuning in, a warm welcome. If you have been with me this whole time, thank you so much. What we've been doing, for those who are new, every single day I pull an oracle card with that energy, something that we're being encouraged to work on. Talk about the energy, and then we do a 5-minute energy healing session to help just ground us in whatever those energies are today. And, the cards give us some actions that we are supposed to take. I mean, that could be just the action to meditate more and work on ourselves, or it can be actual outward actions. The energy session just gives you a little bit of that energetic assist to help you move forward through these energies and take those actions in the most high vibrational place that you can. So my name is Rachel. I am a Reiki master and an energy healer. And if you would like a free 30-minute MP3 energy healing download, the information for that is below. You just find it on my website, Reiki with Rachel. Okay, so yesterday we were really given the guidance to let go. And before I say that, and I know I say this every time, and I'm sorry to the people who watch along, you had to hear like my spiel every time, but I really want to let people who are just tuning in know that you found this particular video at a time when you needed it. Also, if you are following along and you feel like you need to spend 2 weeks or 2 months on something we talk about, then take that time to do so. And then you can come back to the series. If you want to go step by step, I would encourage going step by step, but it's your journey. So you do what's true to you. You do what you're guided to do. Everybody's different. So if you want to take 2 months on something that we talk about and then come back to the next part of the series, then that is perfect for your journey. That's perfect for you. I don't want anybody to think that every single day they have to be ready for the next step. Some people might be, not everybody will. So I just wanted to say that. Okay, so that being said, yesterday we were given confirmation that there's going to be abundance coming in. And it's going to be different for everybody, but we're given that confirmation, and we were very strongly guided to let go, to continue to try and manifest by doing meditations and energy work and affirmations, but to let go of your attachment to any specific timeline, let go of your attachment to how exactly it's going to play out, the exact amount of money that you are going to get, or the abundance in any form that you're going to get by a certain time. Let go of that, because there is a divine plan that knows better than our strategizing brain does. And I know it's not fun to think of that in that way, but it's true. And if you can let go, it takes so much pressure off of you. If you know you're doing all that you can, give the rest to God, to the divine and the universe and your higher self and angels and guides. We have so much assistance, so much help, but we have to let them help us. Okay, so today's card, block out distractions. So you can see that she is playing her horn. There's kind of a lot going on around her. She has those little flowers and whatnot going on around her. They could be weeds. I'm not quite sure. It could be either. But really, when you look at this card, she's concentrated on playing that horn. So there's all this stuff going on around her, all these weeds, all of these distractions, but she is not looking at any of them. The look in her eye is very focused. And that's what this card and the energy is encouraging you to do today. And let me read it It says your life purpose and other priorities need your undivided attention. So it's time for you to take charge of your schedule and working environment by turning off electronics and avoiding anyone or anything that distracts you from what's important. You already know what these distractions are, and you have the power and responsibility to block them out. We were given an incredible power by the divine. Every single one of us has it. And that is our power to focus. Where our focus is where we flow energy. So I want you all now to think of your feet. Focus all your attention on your feet. Can you feel that energy in your feet? Can you feel that no matter what was around you going on, you felt your feet? Before I said that, you weren't aware of your feet, probably, unless they were like uncomfortable or cold or something. But by me directing your focus there, you could feel them. You could feel that energy, that attention. You knew what, if they're cold or hot, and nothing at that moment mattered besides those feet. That is our power. That's why so many meditation techniques encourage you to focus on something. Focus on your breath. Focus on different breathing techniques to move the pranayama, to move that energy around. Focus on colors or a mantra. Those meditations can be very powerful, but the power really lies in training ourselves to focus. And in today's day and age, it is very difficult. It is very, very difficult for us. So our energy pattern, the energy pattern for many of us, has gotten farther and farther and farther away from focusing. So focusing is good in this material world because you can sit down and you can complete something. But from an energetic standpoint, you are pouring all of your energy into that one thing. So it's kind of like if you were to pour water into a glass, how quickly would it fill up? I mean, pretty quickly, right? Now, if I was to poke holes along the side of the glass, how much more energy, how much more water would you need? How much longer would it take to fill that glass up? And that's what our distractions do. They're just kind of leaky holes in this glass that we're trying to fill up, in this glass of abundance that we're trying to fill up. So once you block them out, you cover up those holes and you're able to manifest much more quickly. So I don't think I really need to talk about that because we all know what our distractions are. I mean, I can rant about the society we live in and how we're just expected to answer emails within a certain amount of time and text messages, and it's looked as a good thing to be able to multitask when in reality it's not. At least not from an energetic standpoint. And my personal belief is it's much better to sit down and do one thing. We're much more efficient. We get it done better. Our brain is working better to be able to do that than to try to multitask. When you multitask, you just miss things. So we don't need to hear that, right? Like, you know what your distractions are. I know what my distractions are. And not only distractions like cell phone or your emails or things like that, but what are just distractions that take your energy away from where you know it should be? You know, maybe that is like gossiping with a friend. You know, you spend 20 minutes in that gossiping conversation, and then how long does it take for you to raise your vibration back up from it? So it could mean various things, but the way that we want to think about this today, the way that the energy is really directing us towards, is anything that takes our attention and our high vibrational energy away, or lowers our high vibrational energy because it's something that is requiring us to focus on a task, on anything that is not in accord with what we want to manifest. Okay. So with that being said, let's just go ahead and get right into this session. If you have an intention that you want to set that will help you become more focused, whether that's maybe organization or time management or not getting sucked into lower vibrational things, whatever it is, you know what it is for you. So set that intention or just, let go, and the energy is going to help you with whatever you need help with right now. So if you're just tuning in, all I do is transmit 5 minutes of very high vibrational energy. It goes through me. This is universal energy. It goes through me to you. I start with some sacred symbols to help this process along. All you have to do is sit or lie down, close your eyes. If you're not able to do that, you're going to get the energy anyway. So enjoy, and I'll check in 5 minutes. Just gonna wipe your energy off now with anything you may have released in your arc field. I'm going to wipe mine off. Disconnect from that energy, so be it, and so it is. We give thanks. So I want to share something that happened with me during that session. I'm giving the session, and it pops in my mind. I wonder if I plugged my mic in. I knew my mic was plugged in, but that popped in my mind. I wonder if I plugged my mic in when I'm recording this. So I looked up to see and make sure it was plugged in. And I was like, why did that happen? But it happened because because it was meant to be shared with you, that as we're going through this process of trying to block out these distractions, our mind, our ego that's used to multitasking, that's used to telling us, oh, you better look at that, you better check on that, and us listening, it's going to act up a little bit. So we really get practice in focusing our energy. And when you can really focus your energy, you can create magic. We're going to get practice by having those thoughts, having those possible distractions come in, and us not listening to them and refocusing our energy. Or if you're meditating and your mind goes off in a daydream, and then the second you realize it, you refocus your energy without getting frustrated, just refocus. And then if it goes off again and you refocus, every time you're refocusing, you're training your energy to become stronger and stronger and stronger. So if you're watching this when it originally aired, it's Mercury retrograde. And this Mercury retrograde is really bringing up some stuff within us that we need to completely release and let go of so that we can move on to these next stages. There's something very beautifully energetically that's going on right now. And people don't like Mercury retrograde, because it makes our technology mess up and communication problems and all that. But if you capitalize on this energy, it's going to show you things that and when it does show you these things, you then have the chance to overcome it. And that's exactly what happened with, is my mic plugged in? Let me look. That was my opportunity to refocus my energy, and I didn't, but I learned a lesson from it, and I'm grateful for it because it gave me an insight into where I am distracted within my mind, and where I can overcome and be able to focus my energy better and make it stronger and stronger. And as I do so, my ability to manifest becomes stronger and stronger. So I just wanted to share that in hopes that it will help you on your journey. Don't get frustrated with yourself, because they're just little tests that we then, using our willpower, using our focus, can overcome. All right. So we only have 2 days left. And I think I may have said this is part 8 in the beginning of this episode, but it's part 9 because we only have 2 days left. I'll fix it. Okay. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will talk with you again tomorrow. Love and light.